Hold on. What do you mean 2 murders? Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room. It can't be. Taka too? It can't be. It can't be. Danke. Hina, calm down. We are all gonna die. All of us. They are gonna kill all of us.
Huh.
Then, who might the next target be? Toko? Huh? I completely forgot. He's still unconsciousness in the equipment room.
No.
You left her at the scene of the crime? We didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up.
Huh?
So, she is still unconscious? Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go. We'd be better off without her. You bastard!
Huh.
Calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting. Right now we need to hurry back. I can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die. Byakuya, if something happens to Toko, I'll never forgive you. We shoot out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the 3rd floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed. And when we got there... Toko! Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed. There was something very different here. Huh? It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared. This can't be. Are we hallucinating or all this or something? No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before, and what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before. What? Are you saying Taka disappeared too? Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our accustomed suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us. Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that. Huh? Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies? When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor. After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There is no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love? That's not it at all. Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi. Which means the suspicious individual we are looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about it. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people. As long as that rule's in place, as that rule is in place, there will be not a 3rd murder. If they were to break that rule...
Meint's ya without a second thought! Meint's ya, grind ya, turn ya into paste! By the way, Did you know that fish paste can also refer as to shellfish, like shrimp or crabs?
Indeed. So, since 2 people have been killed, there's no possibility of any more. You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toku was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd better off without her, though. Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the one who could have done it, is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
Nanda.
Hey, Makoto, what's the matter? Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Whatever, we need to find those bodies of our little narrative here can't move forward. Very well. Then let's split up and begin searching. But there is no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case. I know that. I mean, I think I do, but... If you are still nervous, I'll come with you. Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Oh Gott. La la la, da laufen wir durch den Saal und freuen uns unseres Lebens und suchen mal 2 Leichen. La la la. Leichen, wo bist du? Eckstein, Eckstein, alles muss versteckt. Entschuldigung, Dobbe. Tut mir echt leid. Zu viel Kaffee heute. Zu viel Kaffee. Nein, noch kein Class Trial. Wir sind doch erst noch bei der Investigation und so. Huh? The door must be locked. Where could 2 dead bodies have disappeared to? Ja, wo wohl? We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Ich muss sagen, ich mag diesen Fall am meisten. Ja, ich weiß, wir wissen doch alles, wir wissen auch, wer es war, aber wir haben noch nicht die Beweise gefunden, weil schau mal, wir haben noch keine Truth Bullets. Spiel, könntest du, danke. La 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 la. La la la. Och, warum drücke ich immer die falsche... Ach ja, Akiba Speed. Ich bin noch in Akiba Speed drinne. Da drückt man Bestätigen mit der Vierecktaste. Ist echt nervig. Crafte welche, klar. Hier, ich ziehe mir diesen Schrank über und crafte mir auf die Art und Weise meine Beweise. Na komm, wann schreist du denn endlich wieder, Celeste? Komm schon, Baby, lass mich nicht im Stich. Jetzt suchen wir mal noch die Klassenzimmer ab, weil es macht schön und so toll.
I'm getting tired of this.
Makoto?
Oi.
Why are you standing there? We need to go to the repository. Huh? You mean? I found them. Hifumi and Taka's body have both been hidden in the repository.
Jana.
I've already told Hina and Sakura. We go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? Und damals hatte ich Probleme zu wissen, was Repository ist. Naja, aber gut, wir kennen den Fall ja in- und auswendig, nachdem ich das Spiel schon 4, 5 Mal gespielt habe, den Anime gesehen habe und überhaupt. Ich wette mit dir, die Tür geht jetzt auf. Are the bodies here somewhere? Ich wette, die Tür geht auf. Wer wettet mit? Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... Zwei Leichen zum Preis von einer! The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable. Unavoidable, ja? Unavoidable. Unwavering reality. And then... Ich habe einen neuen Follower! Danke! Danke! Ja, danke! And then I heard the announcement for a second time. Ahem! Mein Denglisch ist recht gut, ich danke dir. Du weißt, wir hatten das schon mal schlimmer. Wir hatten das Denglisch schon mal schlimmer.
And so, here we are! Without further...
Echt, redet der jetzt echt mir jedes Mal wieder rein? Ey, Monokuma, das übt man! Das übt man!
Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file!
Ich habe jetzt eine Freundschaftsanfrage erhalten. Nach dem Stream, versprochen.
I was going to hand it out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right!
Oh, hey, Monokuma! Just hand it over.
Now, make sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class trial. Okay, see you later!
Ich liebe es, Monokuma zu sprechen. Und die Katze guckt mich dabei immer so schön blöd an. Vor allem, weil ich dann auch mal gestikuliere und mich bewege. Oh Gott. Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is uncover the culprit. Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they are dead, you know? Dead! Gone forever. They are never coming back. Awful. This is all just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body. Ich halte die Klappe. Large wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheek. If this were some word of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. Nicht? Wir beweisen dir das Gegenteil. This wasn't... Genau. Ich wette mit euch und ich wette sehr, sehr viel. Is Winter Coming ist eine Referenz auf Game of Thrones. Danke, Hifumi, für diese letzten guten Worte. His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
まるで彗星のように。山田、誰にやられたの？誰があんたを襲ったの？犯人は誰なの？犯人？犯人の名前、僕は知ってる。思い出したんだ。いや、
Das Frau. Ja, Yasuhiro. Und tot. His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality. Außer man ist ein Phoenix. You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins. No calcium in your bones. At least, you have your meat. You are just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. No, this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right? Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to. And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi? And then going so far to hide their bodies? A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers? Is that what Hiro is? If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends. Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Also, this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble. Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this, to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Ja. Na dann betatschen wir mal ein paar tote Leichen. Das kam falsch rüber. First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. Ich will aber die Leichen betatschen. The victims here were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was blow to the head or boot to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it? Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe. There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko? Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice?
An accomplice?
What are you doing here?
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question.
What question?
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
ついでにそこのぬいぐるみに聞いておきたいんだが、共犯者が存在した場合はそいつも黒になるのか？
では答えましょう。殺人の際、共犯者を味方につけることは可能ですが、卒業できるのは実行犯である黒い1名のみです。
つまりいくら殺人を手伝ったところで共犯者は得しないのね。
じゃあ共犯者ってのはなさそうだな。
つまり
So basically, you can be accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
ならば。
So, you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
あのね。
Sorry, can't answer that. It will obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only the blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
つまり
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action.
The true blackened? So, just one person?
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's done to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants.
So, there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see in any way why Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you? As long as she's not connected in the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information. You know, don't you think we should consider certain someone as suspect in that case, just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack.
What? I'm offending?
You. When did you?
I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found.
Anyway, you were milk sex swimmer girl. You there, milk sex swimmer girl? Milk sack? Why do I gotta be a suspect? Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time?
I have an alibi, you know? She's right about it. Skipper? Kurz Moment, Dame. Ich muss die Katze mal zur Renaissance bringen. Oder Kontinence, nicht Renaissance. Katze, du wärst alt, wenn du Renaissance wärst. Jedes Mal geht sie an meine Kartons, die ich morgen in den Keller räumen will. Jedes Mal. Every time. She's right about it. When we heard Hifumis scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body. Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing. That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about. On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again. Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? sure. I'd be totally useless in the investigation anyway.
決まりだ。
Then, that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. Nein, ist es nicht. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Monokuma-File. Ja, jetzt haben wir unsere erste Truth Bullet. So, jetzt kann das, der Class Trail beginnen. Ja, ja. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall. Also, some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They are all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait, for some reason this one hammer isn't dirty at all and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Nein. So, dann machen wir jetzt die Befragung. Hey. Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So, if that's true, then who locked it and why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I will probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Warum nimmst du die Scheißaussage nicht an, Junge? My God. There are many aspects to the incidents this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. Would you like to help me? Ja, na klar. Yeah. Let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us meet up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robot Justice. It also became clear that this Robot Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office... What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something moving around at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor when we were split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. Ich wünschte, das könnte man wenigstens danach noch synchronisieren, aber nö. I saw him. The strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... Yo! Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celestina and I went to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya and Toko pursed the suspect up on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened. But at the same time we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's body were discovered right around the same time. Because I remembering hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka.